Alright, you know what I should do is talk. Should I talk? I'll try to sound legible. I'll try to talk loud. Don't be on these things that I get so lazy. I'm just like, oh, I don't watch these anyway. I'm just gonna you know, mumble. Why not? I don't even feel like doing them. I still don't feel like doing. I like doing the music, but I don't really do like talking on these things because it's like, what do I talk about? It's like just talking about it isn't gonna change it. So whatever, it's like I know that action changes things. It's like you gotta. But I still talk about things, what I like to see in the world. It's like I think because I grew up in South Africa during apartheid, you kind of see how people can be, not the people, but the government, how they treated the people, especially the, black people. So you kind of, they kind of move into these segregated areas. And also the mixed people, they also move into segregated areas. So, it's like, when crazy things happen. But, yeah, so I was born knowing that could happen. It's like in America, people are like, we're just safe over here, everything's okay. But it's like it could happen anywhere, probably. I don't know. But yeah, so I know what people are capable of and what government's capable of. So I've always had that, and so it comes out in my songs. I'm a nice person. I think I don't think badly of people too much, except for truthful bad things. Like it's like people do this and they do that because it's true because I've seen that. you know, people can be mean, people can be kind, people can be this, that, different people. It's like all this stuff. I know. It's like I don't try to be delusional and go, well, everybody sucks and everybody goes, no, I know everybody isn't bad. There's a lot of good people. I've met a lot of good people. I know a lot of good people. People who are very kind to me. So, so I know that people can be kind, but it's always the not kind people who are louder and more in your face, and they kind of there and they kind of, it's like criminal. I wouldn't say criminal behaviors. It's usually a symptom of what's going on in society. So it's like, well, criminal behavior is the worst thing. Well, this is just a symptom of, or whatever. It's like probably a symptom of just this kind of way Americans are. This kind of indifference and kind of I care about myself but not you. I think a lot of people feel like people don't care about them. That society doesn't care about them. They care about themselves. Maybe it's true. People give away money to charities, but it's like, do they care about the charities, or they're just trying to give money away because they want to feel better about themselves? It's like I have so much money. It doesn't make me feel right to have all this money when other people don't. It's like I just happen to have a job that pays me a lot of money for doing not that much, whereas other people do a lot, but they don't get paid a lot. It's kind of not, even. It's kind of like unfairness, but it's all these kinds of things, and it's just, and then I just think that criminal behavior is just a symptom of normalcy, of this kind of delusional normalcy of kind of, I don't know, mediocrity. It's like we've made mediocrity normal, and so people are just kind of in a rush to make heroes out of anybody. Just who just does something good once or something like that. It's like or something. It's like I don't know. It's a weird kind of a thing. It's like when you like just look at society. A lot of people are just too busy in their lives to notice things, so they don't actually look at people and just kind of, just look at pretty people, but they just look at everything. Just kind of notice everything. You just see how people are. Just kind of us. You get a little gist of it. You don't know, but different people are different. Most people tend to be kind of similar. People kind of mimic each other's thing. Like we mimic each other's accents. It's like we kind of mimic other behaviors as well. It's like copycat. We are by nature copycatty. We don't have to be. That's how we learn when we're babies, and then we outgrow it. Some people don't outgrow it, you see. So there you go. So it becomes their way of life, and so they copy each other, and that's how they live their life. Someone else's shadow and stuff. But so I try to put this in song. A lot of my songs say things like about these things, but people can't grasp it. It's like my songs that just go over people's heads. They can't see what I'm writing. What is wrong. They just assume that my songs are going to be good because I know I get it. I assume everybody else is going to suck too. So before even listening to it, so I understand. People are going to be like, well, this guy's going to be the next Mozart. I don't know. Even it's like, people don't assume that this person is going to be Mozart or Beethoven or Lennon McCartney or whatever. I just assume you're going to be another sucky music. Well, not sucky, but just mediocre, and maybe you'll have a few good songs, but not catchy. But is it really going to change the world? Probably not. But you never know. So I understand because that's how a lot of times I don't. Well, I'm at that age where I can't really accept new music. It's like when you're a teenager, you're more capable of accepting new ideas and everything, and new music and new other ideas and new ways of being. But then when you get older, you can't really accept it. New ideas. It's kind of harder because you're not at that age anymore. I think in your teen years, you're more willing to accept new ideas and ways of being. It's weird because that's how I was when I was 13, 14. All of a sudden, I just kind of wanted to play guitar, and I started writing, and just kind of, and I started liking bands, I liked a lot of bands when I was a teen, but I could get into a lot of music. Now I can't really do that. It's like it's hard for me. I can still tell what a good song is, but it's hard for me to want to listen to a new band and just kind of think listening to them like I did when I was a kid. Probably because I had more time when I was a kid. I mean, not really time. When I was doing homework, I would listen to music, or when I was walking to school or back from school, I would listen to music, or walking to a friend's house, I would listen to music. Because I just walked. Very good one, by the way. I remember an AWA Walkman, and they made really good Walkmans. AWA, AIW. Yeah. It was a really good one with the little equalizers. You can do the boost, and they had a radio on there too. So I listened to the radio a lot. So I listened to a lot of music then, and I learned a lot. I discovered bands from the radio, and then I would go out and buy their albums. I remember before I bought Beatles albums, I was listening to a show called Breakfast with the Beatles, and I saw you can hear some of the songs, and I go, oh, I like that song. What's the album that from? Let me buy that album. Yeah, I remember the first time hearing "Don't Let Me Down." Didn't know it was a Beatles song, but I was like, this sounds like the Beatles. I don't know. I've never heard this Beatles song, but that's got to be the Beatles song. And it was. It's the Beatles. On the radio. I like that. It's a really good song. So, yeah. Okay, this video is almost 9 minutes long. Maybe I should just make another one. Alright, thank you.